Okay. So I this morning I decided to go out to a little garden plot that I have, and I found that one of the garlic cloves, um, the green top had just kind of dried up and fallen over in the hot, arid spring weather. Uh, so I believe that garlic, the alliums need a lot more moisture, watering. But since it had kind of already just fallen over, I decided to pick one of them. And this is what harvest one of them. This is what it looks like. It looks like a mini garlic. Whoop, I had sliced it earlier. It looks like a mini garlic. Um, uh, Bulb. You can see so it's pre-harvest. It's pre-ripe. Like ideally, people pick this around like August. So it's like still one clove, but it's like growing to become all these different kinds of cloves, which is great. And I sliced it so it looks like that. See? Oh, there's a little hair there. Whoops. So I'm gonna try and experiment on how this tastes. It's safe to eat. It's just like a giant clove. smells like garlic. Smells just fine. It's very cool. Very cool. And then for breakfast today, I made a homemade kimchi jjigae with, let's see, what did I use? I used some leftover chicken gelatin stock that I'd saved in a glass bottle. I had kimchi. I used Costco kimchi because that's all we had available, but it doesn't have as much of a flavor. So to add depth of flavor, I added, excuse me, you can add like tuna sauce, or like that's what we have, or I added like a Tashima square, which is a like a seaweed. It's very similar to like kombu kelp in Japanese cuisine. Um, what else did I add to add depth of flavor? We had chicken stock. I had cubes of tofu, kimchi, onion, chunks of potato. Onion was sliced radially. What else did I add? Ooh. I'm gonna have to go and look back into the fridge. Oh, the battery is low, so I'm gonna go back and get the battery or the charger. Okay, So I have leftover contents. I have pieces of chicken breast from the rotisserie, kimchi, potato, onion, bits of teppa that was sliced from the garden. And, oh, I see. So while it does have a kimchi flavor, it's very mild. And I had fried the kimchi a little bit to add flavor. The only thing different was adding in some sliced chili, sliced on the bias. It doesn't really matter which way, there's no better way. People like to slice on the bias because to them there's more of it's a presentation thing, and also it can kind of increase the level of flavor for and surface area, I suppose. But since it all gets cooked down in the soup, it doesn't really matter overall. I think it's just like a good habit. It's easy for people to keep in mind. Yeah, I'm so excited to see my first garlic bulb. It's very modest. I'm gonna say it's very modest, but it's somewhere. I've never like, this is like the second time I'm growing something from harvest, other than the cherry tomatoes that have been harvesting. So the thing with that is the branches, my cherry tomato plant is growing, it grows out sideways a lot. There's a lot of sideways branches, and it kind of weighs down, but it bears so much fruit. And I actually trimmed it off like a haircut. And there are a ton of little green pre-ripe tomatoes that have been bunching out. But it's been like weighing down the plant, so that's why I trimmed them, but they're pre-ripe. But I think like last year when I did the same, the tomatoes ripened over time after being cut from the source plant. So I'm doing a test to see whether the green ones are going to ripen a little bit further. I don't know, like, because I was shocked at, like, last time I harvested them, they were like a little bit yellow and orange, and they became really red and dark red orange over time. When I just like cast them out and they set into the field, and they became really dark red. So maybe they'll still be light green inside, or we can do, let's see, it's a pre-ripe cherry tomato. It's a green cherry tomato. Green cherry tomatoes are safe to eat, can be used in various recipes. They can be ripened by leaving them in a warm place, packed with apples or ripe bananas in a paper bag, but they can also be used when green. So some popular uses for green cherry tomatoes include making salsa verde, relishes, ketchup, chutneys, and pickles. They can also be fried or used in a green tomato pie. They can also be pickled with hot peppers, made into a lemongrass pickle, used in a green cherry, tomato, and avocado salsa. They can also be used in Mexican dishes as a topping for tacos or as a dip. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're edible. They're edible at this time. So that'll be fun. I'll be experimenting with this huge batch of green tomatoes that I have, and we'll see. We'll play with the flavors and the acidity profiles. Awesome. And this like really cute little tiny garlic bulb. It was. I believe it was a hardneck garlic variety. Hardneck. Because the top also looked like it was going to grow into a hardneck, but don't quote me on that. Cool. Okay, progress has been made. Yeah, that's today's update in terms of growing one's own food. And then practice for the olive oil because um well, never mind about that actually. We're thinking too far ahead, maybe. But I do hope to grow olive trees at one point. Awesome. Cool. Bye. Thank you.